Today I'm going to show you how to create a simple Python class. So let's get started. When you create a class, and the first thing you want to type is class, and you want to give a name. So let's say I create a employee object called employee. So you want to set some initial values to the class. So what you want to do is you create a constructor, basically a def, and 2 underscore with, let's say, init, like this, right? And you always want type self. And for employee, let's say give a name. What else? A job, and also a pay. Okay. So here you say self the name equal to name. Basically here is just initialize some values, and the job equal to job, and self dot pay equal to pay. So that's a constructor. So you also want some methods. So let's say a def get last name. Let's try that. So you don't need to pass anything there. So last name will be return the self dot name, and then you do a split, right? By default, split by space. So you take the last value. Just in case someone has a middle name, so you shouldn't put a 1 there. It should be -1. I think that should work. So let's create another method called get bonus. Yeah, let's get some bonus, right? So let's get bonus. You put the self there, and the bonus is basically based on your performance and also percentage. So you type percentage, and same thing, a colon, and you say you don't need to return that. You just change the pay, right? Self pay equal to self pay times 1 plus the percentage. Okay, and you want to change that to an integer? Let's just do an integer, make things easier. Okay, so let's give this class a try. So what you want to do here, you want to initialize the class. Let's say employee 1, call it E1 equal to employee. You want to give a name. So the first one, let's say, just use my name, my full name. Let's say my job is a data analyst. Okay, and my pay will be 60K. Okay, see if that will work. You try to run it. Okay, it didn't give me any error, so which is a good thing, right? So, and then let's say I want to print my name, E1 dot name. Yeah, that works, right? So, but I want to get my last name. So what I'll do is I say get last name. Because it's a method, you need to have some brackets, right? So right here, oh, you see, that's great. So, but the most important thing is my pay. So let's get my pay. This is attribute without bracket, right? So my pay is 60K. That looks good. But let's get some bonus. So how do I get a bonus? You go E1 dot get bonus. Okay. So actually I typed wrong. Bonus. Okay. Bonus, you need to have a percentage. Let's say I want to get myself, 6% bonus, which is not bad, right? As a data analyst. So let's say get bonus, and then I want to print my pay again. See if that's increased. Perfect. So basically that's how class works. The next thing I want to show you how inheritance works. So basically you create another class, let's say called manager. Basically my boss. You want to inherit whatever the employee has. I'll use the inherit employee, right? So here, as to keep things simple, the only difference between manager and employee is the bonus, right? So let's say I redefine, that's called override, get the bonus, right? And self, the percentage, same thing, right? But the difference is here. So self pay equal to, basically, I'll just copy the same thing. So the bonus for the manager will be 1 plus percentage plus another 5%. So the manager will get, in this case, will be 11%, which is much better than employee. Okay, so I hope that will work. Let's run that again. Okay, and then let's create a manager. That's called M1, so my manager. So employee. Oh, actually here is manager. You use the same thing, right? Because it inherits the employee. In here, you give a name. Let's say my manager, let's call it Catherine. Right? Let's say Lee. Right? Let's make that up. And her job is basically a data analyst manager, right? Her pay is slightly better than mine. Let's put 75. Good. Maybe that's not slightly better, much better. Okay, so let's see if that will work. So I print E1, no, actually M1 that pay, just to check out her salary. This is right? And then let's get her some bonus. So let's say M1 get bonus, right? And do a 0.06%. So let's see, and then I do a print. M1 dot pay. Okay, so let's run that again. So yeah, see, looks much better, right? So actually, she gets about 11% bonus, right? That add up to about 83,000. Yeah, that looks right. So that's how the class works. Basically, first you create a class, right? You initialize some values through a constructor, and the self is always there. And then you define some methods. The standard to write a method is basically called the lower camel case. You put the first letter as lowercase, and you do uppercase for each letter after, right? So same thing with get bonus. That's another method which requires some like argument to pass in there. So you calculate the percentage. And when you create a manager, basically it inherits the employee. So basically it's saying manager is a employee, right? But the manager is different because the manager will get additional bonus. So when you do the same calculation, and so she or he will get the additional 5% bonus. So that's how the class works, and that's how the inheritance works. It's very interesting, and everything in Python is basically OOP, which is called object-oriented programming. And I hope you get a chance to learn more about it. And everything is a class in Python. So I'm looking forward to talking to you again. Thank you very much.